gonna kickbox video. Last week,
My mission is to protect lives.
The Immortal One chose me to vanquish the shadows that plague this world.
Would you call me back to you if I drown in your poison? If I drown, would you call me back to you if I drown in your poison?
आधी सामने रोले लग रहे हैं
Sanjo.
My fists are
Your
unflinching.
team is picking.
Pump up the baseline. Pump up the pump the pump up the pump up the pump up the pump up the baseline. Wait.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
Pump up the pump up the baseline.
It's only pain. It's all it does. Why does it feel like I'm dreaming? Why can't I wake up right? I can't breathe, I can't see. You cut me open, you like me. Broken but half alive.
hai. Ini pas apa? Tengo ayer rise like this. Mamma, nasti kumar se.
I've been trying to fight the demons in my mind. I'll prevail with every battle if I'm right. Guess my aim was off, the target's out of sight. Would I be better if I left it all behind? 'Cause we can find a way, we can find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We can find a way, we can find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We can find a way.
Di kinamur gitu. Apaan saja mau lating tuh. Ya, middle level.
You shall fear me.
Once in a hour, do some archbishop. Been a school them from when me in a khaki shot. Liverpool couldn't test the way me raw sit up quick draw. Him drop and can't get up, him not fast enough for my problem that you never solve. Send for the Dan brace for a firestorm, cause I turn into a monster. Ready for the war, better with your black. None of them boy, they no bad.
None
of them boy, they no bad. Once in a hour, do some archbishop. Them no bad. School them from me in a khaki shot. Them no bad. School couldn't test the way me raw sit up quick draw. If I can't get up, no fast enough for my wow that you never saw. Send for the run, yes, be a fire song, cause I tell you one song. Ready for the war, because we go. None of them boy, they no bad. When me walk, left a mark, young God, man a regular. Me say them hardly ready, them a new type of artillery. We are boss and Tom and Jerry. Out the blue I hit you with an airstrike. Them not bad like my air nights, it's a rare sight, yeah. Steady aim with precision, equal vision with a clear sight. Better go get your affairs right. Them boy, they no none of them boy, they no bad. Road back, live with my bar. Live with my, them no bad, them no regular. Me see them hard, them no bad. Me a new type of artillery. Me a bust, them a Tom and Jerry. Out the blue, you with a hundred strike, them no bad. Me aim, them no bad, clear sight. Me aim, them no bad, and it's the vision with a clear sight. Them boy, they no bad.
Get away from me. And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if
Point
I
out
lost
all the
my
injustice in the
money,
world.
the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding me up. Play me like a bass guitar, simmer down and mess me up. Tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Me up, drive me around in your red Ford, shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. You got me holding. Got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.
Baby, can you pray tonight? Baby, can you pray for? Oh, baby, can you pray? 'Cause every time you make one time, it's always in the end. So pray everywhere that we had messed around and I knew it. But I've been ready every day. Know everything's alright.
levitation, reunite. Oh, I'm digging, got my feet on solid ground. No more levitation. There was always a longing for more, a deeper connection. Was disconnected from the source within. There were parts of my core, senseless opposing. Wisdom hidden, locked up in my soul. There was always a longing for more, a deeper connection. Was disconnected from the source within. There were parts of my core, senseless and frozen. Wisdom hidden, locked up in my soul.
Every day you're missing ways. I always stop and wonder what would have happened if I stayed. 'Cause without you, it's like the ocean. I'm drowning in every single wave. Yeah, without you, I've got no focus. I'm fighting to just get through the day. And I keep falling, falling, falling. I'm deeper in every single way. Yeah, I keep falling, falling, falling. But without you, there's no escape. Yeah, without you.
Request backup. Our turret is under attack.
Sweet delight, you are my lucky charm. I hold you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day, in the light of day. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day, in the light of day. Sweet delight, you are my lucky charm. I hold you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day. Sweet delight, you are my lucky charm. I hold you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day, in the light of day. Sweet delight, you are my lucky charm. I hold you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day. Dear left brain, don't say we can't, oh just don't say another word. These thoughts you've imagined aren't real, aren't adding up. You fetched your ideas from nowhere, out from another world. Your logic's impaired, your full picture is cropped. 'Cause we both know that one day they're just gonna try again. Without doubt, might say if all's gonna mend. We both know that one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake, 'cause this ain't the end. We're so far off, oh, it's like you can't see ahead. The feelings you've caught don't make sense. Your plan's gonna flop.
It's my way.
Keep raising doubts without cause. All you feel is dread. My logic is fair. If it's pain, it's ever gonna stop. Cause we both know that one day he's not gonna cry again. Without doubt, it's my say, if all's gonna mend. We both know that one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake, cause this ain't the end. We both know that one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake, cause this ain't the end.
I have prepared a different way of death for everyone.
The sun's gonna rise again. We both know that one day they're just gonna try again. Without doubt, it's our say, if all's gonna mend. We both know that one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake, 'cause this
Welcome to Mobile Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed! Request backup! Initiate retreat!
Look.
Even the strongest of birds fail to claim me.
Got a monster inside of me, you better watch out. If your enemy's a road ahead, a full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me, and he gets cause real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score, never getting bored. Lots of blood and gore, always wanting more freedom from the source. They don't really listen until they feel it worth their part in. If you start shit, you be hard-lived in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped, you be chewed up and discarded.
And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. There's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battle.
There's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. There's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. When there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
motion, staring down the barrel, waiting for the final gates to open to a new tomorrow. Moving with the motion,
Say I'm dangerous 'cause I broke all the cages. No, I didn't take it. No, no. They let me put that I guess on that balance. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. To the better the ones still kingdom come. Let's do it loyalty, 'cause I'm taking what you see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Let's do it loyalty, 'cause I'm taking what you see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty.
A man with a spear is a fortress. I'll write my own history.
Your team is picking.
No one can escape my iron fist.
They say that love is blind, but I never trusted sight. When I turn and look inside, there's nothing I can't find. In the silence of the night, when my demons come alive, I hear a voice disguised, telling me we're not alright. You're always on my mind. On my mind. You're always on my mind. On my mind.
Give me a target.
One taste, you can't get enough. One kiss, you feel my love. One taste, you can't get enough. One touch, you feel my love. One taste, you can't get enough. One kiss, you feel my love. One taste, you can't get enough. One touch, you feel my love.
Suffering.
It's my way or the enemy is picking.
They say that love is blind, but I never trusted sight. When I turn and look inside, there's nothing I can't find. In the silence of the night, when my demons come alive, I hear a voice disguised, telling me we're not alright.
You ready to make some real money, compadre?
You're always on my mind. On my mind. You're always on my mind. On my mind. One taste, you can't get enough. One kiss, you feel it my love. One taste, you can't get enough. One touch, you feel it my love. One taste, you can't get enough. One kiss, you feel it my love. One taste, you can't get enough. One touch, you feel it my love.
Welcome to Mobile Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battle. Smash them. All troops deployed.
You gotta keep pushing on. You gotta keep pushing on. You gotta keep pushing on. You gotta keep. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? You gotta keep.
Drop that shit.
You gotta keep pushing on.
could set you free. Show you what this world can really be. Here with me, I could set you free. Off the pain and misery and let you be. Here with me, I could set you free. 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 Show you what this world can really be. Here with me, I could set you free. Off the pain and misery and let you be. Here with me. I could set you free. Show you what this world can really be. Here with me, I could set you free. Off the pain and misery and let you be. Here with me. I could set you free. I could set you free. I could set you free.